Good morning, ladies. So I'm in front of the well house. This is our little well house here. And I just want to tell you, in case you didn't know, that in 2017, I was on staff. It was 10 of us on staff, and overwhelmingly through dreams and visions and through time in prayer and time in the Word, the Lord confirmed for all 10 of us that we were supposed to step out in faith, step out the boat, right? And we were at the campus of First Baptist Lutz, over there off US 41, and we had been there for a number of years, and the Lord had just made it very, very clear that we were to have our own space, and we were done. Our time there had finished, and we were supposed to step out. I thought we were going to get a building like lickety split. We were going to get a building within that year, I thought, and we'd move into it and just have to do a little bit of renovations, and we would just continue training and teaching women, and that would be that. But that is not what happened. I continued to pray and believe for 3 more years until January of 2020, when we signed for this property. So then we owned this property. But then, as everyone knows, in March, 2 months later, the world shut down. We were unable to develop this property and move forward on it. And, things became so frustrating and so decentralized, and so much was going on that it was honestly talked about whether to sell this property and just be done with it. But the Lord is faithful, and He used Emily, our introverted treasurer, to actually say, why don't we just hit pause? Why don't we not develop it? But why don't we not sell it? Let's just hit pause. And that's what we did until the Lord deemed that it was time to begin to develop this property. And we began hosting classes here last year in February. So 3 years after we left First Baptist Lutz, we signed on the property. 3 years after that, we opened up here on the well property. And I am believing that God is going to continue His 3-year pattern. And so I'm going to go ahead and prophesy now that in 3 more years, in 2026, we will either break ground for the training center or be walking into the training center. Something is going to be happening for that training center. I believe it. And it'll probably be in March, because January 2020, we signed. February 2023, we opened the doors. So what about March 2026, right? But the reason for me getting on this video is not that I'm some prophetic person. It's that I want to challenge you. I'm here on a Friday morning because I'm leading a study. I'm co-leading with Christy Norland, and you too can rise up. There are like at least 50 women that attend leader training every single year. And so you've already been trained and equipped on how to begin to do this. And so I'm going to challenge you, because I believe that the Lord is saying when we're faithful with little, we'll be, right, given more. And so I know that once this house has studies on Monday morning, Monday night, Tuesday morning, Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, Wednesday night, Thursday morning, Thursday night, and Friday morning and Friday night, and even things that we're hosting, other ministries, other events, trainings and teachings and equippings and workshops in this house, right? In this house on Saturdays, right? So I want to see this well house used Monday through Saturday, morning, afternoon, and night. And then I'm believing that when we've shown the Lord that we are making good use of this house that He has provided for us, this land that He has given us, we are stepping out and being surrendered and obedient to this call, right? God is giving us this building to use to create these fishing ponds. Women are coming from all over the Tampa Bay area and on Zoom from all over the nation. You can host one on Zoom if you don't have time to drive to Lutz and host a class. But I would just ask you to pray about it. What is going to be your sacrifice? What's going to be your surrender and your obedience to be a part of the miracle, Because I know that one day this is going to be a training center. There will be a training center here, and this building will just be used for childcare. This is going to be a training campus. This is going to be a training campus where women come from all over the world to train here, like Antioch, and they'll be trained here. They'll stay in our homes for a day or 2 or a week, and they'll be trained here, and they'll go out and do what God's called them to do. So will you be a part of it? Will you be a part of it? All we need is your yes. All you need is to attend leader training. And if you're able to attend teacher training, you'll be even more equipped. So if you've never attended either of those trainings, leader training is always in January. It's going to be January 25th. And teacher training is always in the summer. So put those dates on your calendar and stop making excuses and join God in what He's doing right here on this training campus. Make it a great